Hello, this is Michael Taglienti from Just Wait Till Next Season, or Mike Tag, as you know me on the blog. And today we're going to do a position-by-position breakdown of the offense's performance in the 2013 Maroon White Game. We're going to start off with the quarterback, where Johnny Manziel, of course, is returning after a Heisman Trophy winning season in 2012. And he was outstanding on Saturday. He completed 24 of 30 passes for 303 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He looks, he's a little thicker now. He had about 10 pounds of good muscle. He has a little more zip on the ball. His arms obviously got a little stronger. He spent some time with Larry Jackson. He looks outstanding, looks just as mobile as ever. He wore a black jersey so he couldn't be hit, and he rushed 3 times for 18 yards. They blew the whistle anytime anyone got near him. He had an outstanding day. The two quarterbacks fighting for the backup spot behind Manziel are Matt Jokel and Matt Davis. Right now, I'd say Jokel has the lead in that race. He only completed 8 at 21 passes for 88 yards, but he looked more comfortable running the offense. He doesn't make big mistakes. He's not going to hurt the team. Matt Davis had better numbers. He completed 7 of 12 passes for 112 yards, but he looked uncomfortable running the offense. He couldn't get the plays in time. They had to slow down the offense. The pace was slower. It's just not what you want from a quarter from your field general. He needs to learn to go through his reads quicker and just play faster than he is right now. At running back, the Ags have more depth than any team in the country. Ben Molina's the starter. He rushed 3 times for 12 yards, and the coaches got him out there. He looked very good. His pass protection was great. Everybody knows what you have in Molina. Trey Williams led all rushers with 67 yards on 7 carries. He had a rushing touchdown. He looks fully recovered from his sports hernia surgery. He was very fast. He was quick to get around to turn the corner. He looked great out there. He looks ready for a breakout sophomore season. Brandon Williams is eligible now after transferring from Oklahoma. He had 59 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown rushing. He also had a nice touchdown receiving where he caught. It was probably the play of the scrimmage. He caught a pass in the right flat, cut back against the grain, ran to the left, outran the entire defense to the left pylon for a 10-yard touchdown reception, and it just kind of showed the speed and ability that he has. Trey Carson only had 11 yards on 6 carries. He's a tough inside runner. He's a physical guy. He had 2 receptions for 24 yards. He looked solid in the passing game. He's a 3rd and short type running back. The guy who's going to get you 3 yards on 3rd and 1. So I'm not quite sure. He can start for you in a pinch, but he's not. He's not the Greyhounds that the two Williams are, or Molina. He doesn't have that kind of speed, but he's around 230 pounds, so he's just a kind of a sledgehammer in the backfield. Receiving, Kendrick Williams led the entire team with 105 yards on 7 receptions. He looked outstanding out there. He caught passes from every quarterback out there. He definitely looks like a viable option to claim one of the starting slot position opposite of Malcolm Kennedy, who did not play because he sat out the scrimmage because of injury. But he looked great out there. He's very fast and looks ready to be a difference maker for the Aggies. Darrell Walker is back for his senior year. He had 5 receptions for 79 yards. He's fighting it out with Ed Pope right now for the starting spot at outside receiver opposite of Mike Evans. Walker looks like a senior. He looks like a guy who's ready to contribute. It'll be interesting to see whether coaches consider him a outside receiver or put him in the slot where he was originally recruited to replace Ryan Swope when the coaches were afraid Swope was going to declare early for the NFL draft. Pope, I thought, was the surprise of the scrimmage. He had 5 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown. He looked tremendous out there. He caught the ball away from his body with his hands, showed great receiving technique. He outjumped a defensive back for a ball. He just looked really surprisingly good, in my opinion. He could be a starter opposite of Mike Evans, and the Aggies would have a real nice combo of outside receivers at 6'5" and 6'4". Evans had 5 receptions for 73 yards. He's an All-SEC, All-American type player. He had a 60-yard catch and run. He's just, he's one of the best receivers in America. The tight end Cameron Clear got the most play. You can't miss him. He's 6'6", 270 pounds. He's just one of the biggest players on the field. In my opinion, he'll have a 10-year career as a blocking tight end in the NFL. He struggles a little bit. He's a little raw with his pass routes right now, but that will get better with more practice. He was thrown to 3 times. He ended up with 1 reception for 19 yards. He's a physical presence out there. He'll be a weapon. He just needs to get more consistent with his hands and work on running his routes. The offensive line, you had Jake Matthews, a left tackle, he's an All-American. There should be little, if any, drop-off from Luke Jokel to Matthews. He's made the switch to left tackle, and he looked simply outstanding. He engulfed whatever defender he was going up against. Cedric Ogbuehi moved out to right tackle to replace Matthews. He looks like a natural tackle. He could play left tackle if we needed him to. I think both he and Jake Matthews will be first-round draft picks in the NFL when their time comes. At center, you had Mike Matthews. Some people are worried about him. I don't know why. He looked great in 2012. He still looks great. I think he's great at 280 pounds. I don't think he really needs to get bigger. Jarvis Harrison looks solid at left guard. Jermaine Ifedi looks very good at right guard. He's a guy who's going to eventually, in my opinion, play tackle and also be a high-round draft pick for the Aggies. Right now, I'd say that all 5 starting offensive linemen will play in the NFL. Backing them up, you have Jeremiah Stuckey at left tackle. He struggled in pass protection against some of the quicker defenders. He gave up 3 sacks, all on speed rushes, where they ran right around him. He just needs to make the adjustment from junior college ball to SEC football. I thought Joseph Cheek played very well at right tackle. Shep Klink is solid at guard, and then you had Ben Compton at center, and I thought he was very good. Garrett Gramling was a little shaky to me. He was okay at the other guard spot, but I feel very comfortable right now with Joseph Cheek stepping in as the next tackle if the Ags have multiple injuries at the tackle position. The offensive line looks very good. They should be one of the top offensive lines in the country, which will, if not, last year I felt that the Ags had the top offensive line. This year, I'd say right now easily a top 5 offensive line in the country. And that'll lead. The offense looks fantastic. They should average over 500 yards a game again and be one of the top 5 offenses in the country. That's all we have for you right now. That's your breakdown of the offense from the spring game. Tune in later and we'll do a breakdown of the defense. Goodbye and geek 'em.